Hi there, I'm Ben, an RV technician here at Lichtsinn RV. Today we're going to be talking about de-winterizing your Travato. And when I talk about Travatos, the Pure 3 and 59Ks, pretty much all floor plans of a Travato will de-winterize pretty much the same way. So it makes it easy. Whatever model you have, it's going to be pretty much the same. So the first thing we really want to do is we want to fill our freshwater tank to flush out the RV antifreeze, or you can actually use the tank fill too, and we can flush it out that way. So once you've actually filled your freshwater tank, now we will go inside and we'll actually show you how to de-winterize your RV. Okay, now that we're inside, so what we're gonna do to de-winterize, first of all, if you filled your freshwater tank, we're gonna turn your water pump on. So on your one place panel, back by all your monitor system back there, we're gonna turn that water pump on. I'll do that quick. The next thing we wanna do is we're gonna flip open the kitchen sink. If you still have the basin and that stuff inside the kitchen sink, remove that. Now we will open up the cold water line, and now we're going to let it flow until you see a nice steady stream of clean water coming out. So as you can see, we're pink right now. We want to make sure it's a nice flow, get rid of all that foam. The one thing to remember about RV antifreeze is it isn't toxic. It just will leave a little bit of oily taste still, but we do want to flush it as good as possible. So make sure we run plenty of water through the system just to flush everything out. So now that I've flushed the cold, we got a nice steady stream coming out. Now I'm going to switch to hot. And then we're going to let the hot run. It's going to actually flush the whole troma system out that we do have in here. So it does take a little bit more water. And we probably will have to flush a little extra to get all that foam out of that troma system. If you're running your cold water lines or your hot water lines and it's just taking forever and all that foam won't come out, underneath the driver's side bed there actually is a water filter. So that's your drinking water filter, and sometimes that can hold a little extra RV antifreeze and it's in there mixing. So if you can't get rid of it, take your filter off, dump it out, and then put it back on and then run some water. That's actually right down under here. You also have a drain for your troma system too. So if the same thing, if you can't get it out of that troma, go ahead and open that drain, drain the troma out, and then refill it back up just like we're doing now. So here, we'll let this keep running. And I think we're getting close here. Now we're starting to get flow out of the troma system. Let that go. Okay, as you can see now, we got a nice steady stream coming out, no foam down the bottom of the sink or anything. So at that point, now we can shut that off. And now what we want to do is actually go back to the bathroom here, and then we'll flush the whole bathroom out, and I'll show you that here in a second. Okay, now that we're in back of the coach here, I usually start on the outside here. So all we got to do first is flip this open. We want to de-winterize our sprayer nozzle out here. So make sure you have your sprayer hose. We're gonna hook the sprayer hose up. Just a quick port, so all you gotta do is push and it should lock into place. Then we're gonna spray. Again, we're gonna try to get all that pink out. So just a nice steady flow of clean water coming out. And once you got that, the one thing you wanna remember with this hose is don't try to detach it when you have your water pump on or under city pressure. You will get wet. So we shut our water pump off. Take the pressure off of the hose. So once you get the pressure off, then we can release that hose. And what I always like to do is drain the hose too. So pull the handle and just let that extra water come out. So let it come out. Okay, now that we're drained, we can store that back in here. All right, now up in the bathroom here. Couple things to de-winterize in here. First of all, we'll want to open your sink. We're going to want to do just like we did up in the kitchen. Let's go ahead and run the cold water after you turn your water pump back on. So run the cold water until you get a nice steady flow coming out again. Okay, then we'll run the hot water. And let that flush till you get a nice steady stream. Shut that off. Next thing I'll do is the shower. So what I usually do with the shower is I just spray it back into where the sink drains back here. So we'll just hold that in there. Open the cold up there. And the further I turn that handle up, the hotter it gets. So cold is right away, and then hot is a little further up. Again, pretty much you're just spraying in here until you don't see that pink again, a nice steady stream of clear water coming out. And then we'll turn it up to hot. Okay, now we shut that off and put that back up. Close our sink. Last thing you want to de-winterize would be your toilet. So the toilet, we're just going to flip up. Foot pedals here. We're going to push that foot pedal. Again, nice steady stream of clean water. And then I always grab a sprayer hose, and we're going to go ahead and spray until we get nice and clean water coming through the sprayer hose also. Just like that. All right, now the toilet, now the bathroom's done, the rear sprayer's done. And really, that is all there is to winterizing. It's really, really easy. And again, any floor plan of Travato that you're gonna have is pretty much gonna de-winterize the exact same way. Some of your valves and some of your filters might be in different locations, but everything's pretty much the same. Hopefully this video helped you on your de-winterizing.